Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video. Did Jen Sidwell try to kill Sunny on General Hospital? General Hospital was a bit all over the place this week, and some of the stories are a hot mess. An international criminal free to roam around Port Charles, legal squabbles over children that make no sense, and the ruination of Cody and the propping up of Natalia are just some of the stories the soap served up this week. Soap preview for the week of January 27 to 31, 2025. A wedding day nail biter, a heart-stopping abduction, and the birth of a new super couple. So long, Michael. Before heading off to Germany for treatment for his burns, Michael muttered Sasha's name a few times to his mother. We don't know if he said anything else to her, but she is with him in Germany for now, so there could be ample time for him to tell her about Sasha. That would be bad news for poor Sasha, as Carly will be up in her business 24/7. More. Is Laura Wright leaving General Hospital? The heart of Sunny's problems. Not only does Sunny have someone trying to kill him, but he can't ignore his heart issues any longer. They could have crafted a good whodunit story out of the bombing of his penthouse, but knowing Jen Sidwell is in the shipping business, it just seems like he's the one who did it, so as to have no issue shipping whatever he wants out of Port Charles or into it. Even Anna made the connection that Sidwell arrived in Port Charles just as Sunny's penthouse was bombed. Natalia's coming to Sunny's rescue was just a blatant attempt to make the audience like her, and it further endears her to Sunny. It all feels like the show is working overtime to justify keeping Natalia around while giving Blaze the axe. Sunny looks to be headed to Lay soon for treatment, and no doubt Natalia will be going with him to keep pushing her character on the viewers. Just like Fetch, it's time to stop trying to make Natalia happen. I noted last week, I'm glad several characters pointed out that Tracy had kidnapped Amelia and Wiley, was holding them hostage and has no legal right to them. That said, Tracy and Martin's interactions at the PCPD were wonderfully hilarious. It would be a big missed opportunity if the writers don't exploit their chemistry and romantically pair them. Tracy's motives to hold on to the kids, because Monica wants them in the house, just feels flimsy. Especially when we won't see or hear from Monica about this matter. And it's all coming from Tracy. Is Monica hanging on to them as a last link to AJ? Or is this part of a possible storyline building on Tracy's comments about her concern for Monica's health, and perhaps that her mental faculties are declining too? The agreement Willow and Tracy came to, for Willow and the kids to stay in the Gatehouse, was another example of a deal with no legal backbone to it. Nothing is stopping Willow from taking those kids and leaving, which fortunately she made clear to Trey by the end of this week. The one positive about this pointless agreement is that Willow stood up to Drew and made this decision despite his urging her not to, and she stood up to Tracy, threatening to reinstate the kidnapping charges against her. Maybe there is hope for Willow yet. Jen's moves in. A lot of viewers have commented on the idiocy of this storyline involving Jen Sidwell, who was initially painted as some international diamond smuggling terrorist and has now just moved into Port Charles without any legal issues. Despite Anna and Jack Brennan both knowing his name and reputation when he was first introduced, there are no warrants out for his arrest, and Interpol considers him a person of interest. Yeah, this doesn't compute. But the show needed a reason to bring him to Port Charles, and it's not like the city doesn't have a ton of powerful criminals walking around free. And yes, I know this is a soap, and we often have to suspend reality for the sake of storytelling. The past 2 weeks, though, have had the audience really having to suspend its beliefs over what is and isn't illegal, from Tracy's kidnapping the kids to Jen's moving into Windermere. Speaking of chemistry, Rick and Ava's kiss this week was unexpected, but at the same time, we've been anticipating it happening. But in a rundown, dingy old brownstone apartment, I didn't expect that to spark a passionate moment between them. Tracy pulling rank and hiring Lulu at deception is likely going to make a mess of the finally smooth-sailing business. Brooklyn and Lulu will try to get along, but the secret about her past pregnancy will blow that all out of the water. More, the star that almost wasn't cast on General Hospital. Can we just cut it with the Drew and Curtis meetings at Aurora? The audience hates Drew as is, so we don't need to have these pointless scenes, which seem to only reiterate that Drew has become an awful person. Joss, Lucky, and Elizabeth all descending on Turning Woods to find evidence against Cyrus gives me hope this storyline will soon end and the motives behind what Cyrus is doing will be revealed. When Brick set up Sonny's doctor's appointment in Lay, he mentioned they couldn't let the 5 families get wind of Sonny's condition. But aren't Sonny and Selena Wu all that's left of the original 5 families? Oh, and as for Brick, dude, you are no competition for Isaiah, so cut your losses and stop creeping on Jordan.